Hi everyone, this is Karen from the Historical Society of Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. As you probably realize, I am not at HSMC today. Today I am bringing you to historic Valley Forge here in Montgomery County. And it's Black History Month, so it's pretty cold and there are other people walking around on the trails, hence why I'm wearing a mask today. So we're at Valley Forge because not everybody realized that there were several Black Americans who actually fought during the American Revolution. Now, for many of them, they were enslaved at the time, and they served alongside the soldiers of the Continental Army in place of their slave masters. There were also those who served as freemen. They signed up of their own free will because they believed in the same patriotism of freedom and equality for all men. Now, precise numbers are not known for exactly how many men served the Continental Army, but most estimates put it somewhere between 5,000 to 10,000 men. And they served in various different ways. You have soldiers, you have wagoneers, you have service members who also did cooking and servant-type roles, as well as some who even served as spies looking to get intel from the British. Now, African Americans did not only serve the Continental Army, many actually escaped slavery and went to go fight for the British because they thought they would have a better chance of getting and maintaining their freedom if they served the British side of the war. And most estimates place about roughly 20,000 formerly enslaved people who went to go fight for the British. Now, unfortunately, the vast majority of Black Americans that did serve in the Revolution, regardless of whether they actually served on the Patriot side or the British side, some did obtain their freedom, but many were actually re-enslaved even after the war. So all of their hopes and goals for maintaining their freedom and earning the freedom of those who were enslaved and did not join the war did not come to the fruition. And as most of you probably know, you did not see an end to slavery in the U.S. until after the Civil War. Now, as those of you who may have come to some of our past programs at HSMC, you have probably heard of the Revolutionary soldier Edward, aka Ned Hector. He was a Black man from Conshohocken. There's a state marker there indicating where his house used to be. And Ned is best known for his role in the Battle of Brandywine. And during the retreat, his commander had instructed everyone just to leave their horses and ammunition and do an organized retreat. And Ned is famously remembered for claiming that he would save his horses or perish himself. And he did, in fact, save not only the horses, but he also saved a lot of the ammunition as well. He was a teamster and bombardier. So because of his heroics, he actually saved both horses and ammunition from falling into the hands of the British. So today, if you go to Conshohocken, not only can you see the state marker for where his house used to be, but you can also see Hector Street is named after Ed Hector. And not too far away from here in Valley Forge, over in King of Prussia, there is a small cemetery, the Jonathan Roberts Cemetery, not too far away from the King of Prussia Mall, and there's a tombstone that reads EH, and it is believed that Ned Hector is buried there. So some of you may be wondering, okay, why is Karen at Valley Forge? Well, during the encampment here at Valley Forge, from the winter season of 1777 to 1778, there are records of black soldiers who were part of the encampment here. And according to the National Park Service, it's estimated roughly 700 or so African Americans did participate in the encampment here in Montgomery County. And although most of them were from states like Connecticut and Rhode Island and Massachusetts, there were a few that were from the Pennsylvania area. One of which that we know of for certain was a man by the name of Stacy Williams, who was part of the Pennsylvania 6th Regiment. So to commemorate the soldiers that not only fought in the Revolution on the American side, but also those who were part of the encampment here, we have here one of the very few monuments in the entire U.S. that is dedicated to soldiers of African descent who fought on the American side in the Revolution. So here you have the monument for Patriots of African Descent. The artist who created the image was Cal Massey of Delaware County, and the sculptor was Phil Sumter of Philadelphia. And it was erected by Michael Williams Stone and Bronze Memorial Marker Company. So here you have the back side of the monument, where it states that it is in honor of Patriots of the African Descent who served, suffered, and sacrificed during the Valley Forge encampment. And it also provides a quote from Charles L. Blockson, who is a local historian and is well known for his work studying and recording African American history here in Montgomery County. And this was dedicated by the Delta Sigma Theta sorority in 1993, and it was erected on June 19th to coincide with the celebration of Juneteenth. And just to kind of give you all an idea of where this is located in the park, just down the street, the nearest parking lot is at the chapel at Valley Forge. And then just across the field, you can make out the arch. Funding for this video has been provided by the Pennsylvania Humanities Council and the National Endowment for the Humanities as part of the Coronavirus Relief and Economic Security Act of 2020.